schools of thought was that it had to do with beta amyloid plaque formation. And there's been, I mean, millions and millions of dollars of research pumped into this. And I need to look into this a little bit further, but I recently read a paper that suggests that actually that plaque formation is not correlated with the mental deterioration, with the symptoms, because they had some sort of, there's some sort of vaccine, I guess, that they had that reduced the amount of the beta amyloid plaques, and surprisingly, the symptoms didn't get better with the reduced plaque formation. And that lends itself to a lot of other areas that might be involved in that process, and how some of these other theories might be more significant or more tied in.
Yeah, I was thinking that even if it's not simply amyloid beta that is the culprit, it probably has something. I just figure it has to have something to do with Alzheimer's or other dementia-type diseases related to aging. Because when our brain is young, it doesn't have much amyloid beta, and when we get older, it has a lot. Isn't that the way it goes, generally speaking?
Right. But the thing that we do have to look at is what's causing the loss of function. Because if you have something that's wrong with you, but it's not actually causing an active problem or won't cause a problem in the future, it's something that can be largely ignored. I mean, if you have a scar on you somewhere, that you could consider that some sort of physical deformity. I mean, you cut yourself, as scars over, you might have a scar left there. Is that something that's really going to impede your function, or is that something that's going to hurt you? No. Is it worth investing tons of money into versus having an open cut that's gushing that you can't do anything about? And so it's kind of a, yes, it's important, but one of the things we want to look at not only is how can we expedite this R&D, but also what areas are going to have the greatest impact.
Right, and MFURI, just to remind everyone, is looking into tau proteins related to Alzheimer's, correct?
Correct. The lab that we're sponsoring actually is investigating the oxidation of one of the enzymes. Basically, tau protein is supposed to be broken down by a particular enzyme, and they're checking to see if chemical reactions that occur naturally within the body to that enzyme could stop it from functioning properly. And that perhaps could be a reason for these accumulations that we see of the tau protein.
Well, thanks for indulging me on a couple of more scientific questions here regarding some of the diseases of aging. Thanks so much for a little bit of a sidetrack there, but I know that many people in the audience are interested in that type of stuff. I just want to give you a minute or two here if you had any other announcements with regards to SENSFAI-U or any other initiatives that you're going to be participating in the near future.
Well, I did notice that in the Ustream, there's been a lot of discussion about this HJB.
Yes.
And how insofar...
yeah,
go ahead.
The HEALS Journal of Biogerontology. And they are looking for peer reviewers. So if anyone out there is listening to this now or in the future, downloading it, the HEALS Journal of Biogerontology is looking for peer reviewers. You can go to their website, www.heals.org, and find out more. And now, Kelsey, you have the floor.
Well, I just wanted to indicate that the individual student who's responsible for kind of running with this whole deal, his name's Sven, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name. I apologize, but it's beyond my capacities.
Me too.
But this student also happens to be one of the recipients of the Immortality Institute Scholarship, and he also happens to be one of the co-authors of the published paper.
Great.
So, again, seeing your dollars, getting the most out of your dollars, I guess.
Yes.
Been really pleased with the students and how they've taken initiatives like this. I mean, this wasn't even an MFURI project. This is something that this student wanted to do on his own, and he talked to us about and decided to run with it as a project. And I'm just really inspired seeing so many people have great ideas like this, and instead of just talking about great ideas, actually act on them.
Exactly, yeah. And I'd like to give a big round of thanks, big round of applause to Sven as well for his initiatives that he started over there in Europe, not only studying glucosapine, but also heals.org and the Journal of Biogerontology, doing a lot of good work out there. Sven, thanks a lot. And with that, Kelsey, I think we're done for our interview for tonight, and I hope to speak with you again in the near future, perhaps talking about grant money or scholarship money once again. And I want to thank you not only for being our guest here tonight on the Sunday Evening Update, but for all the great work that you've done helping out the Methuselah Foundation, SENS Foundation, and of course the SENSFAI-U.
Well, thanks for having me, Justin. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, great pleasure, and have a good evening, Kelsey.
You too.
Okay, there you go. Kelsey Moody of the SENS, the official name, the SENS Foundation Academic Initiative for Undergrads. He kind of told me they were kind of still working on an appropriate acronym, because that one's pretty long, isn't it? Let's take a look at it once more, although you saw it during the whole show there. SENSFAI-U. Yeah, and apparently they are going to be under the rubric, or under the SENS Foundation website in the future. So that's where you will go to look for more undergraduate research and initiatives that are going on. And it is wonderful. I can't believe it, how much it's grown and how well Kelsey has managed the whole organization. And of course, a couple of people here in the Ustream tonight also are involved. Sven, of course, did the glucose pain research, and a broken portal. I know, hey, you've been involved as well, trying to help spread the word about MFURI, or the SENSFAI-U. So big round of thanks to all of you out there who are doing such great work. How about a couple other updates here I just want to talk about, like we usually do on the Sunday Evening Update, and that is an update on our Folding at Home team. If you haven't heard of it before, it's the Folding at Home project run out of Stanford University, a distributed computing project that calculates how proteins fold and misfold, because that is the result that results in many diseases, unfortunately. And hopefully we can come up with some new treatments for disease using Folding at Home. And our team, number 75, right in the smack dab middle there, 75 out of over 6,000 folding teams in the world. Last week we went up one position, our Folding at Home team, the longevity meme, and we were cranking out 250 folding points per day. 250,000, I should say, folding points per day. That's a little bit down from our peak. Of course, we also sponsor a prize for our folding team, and you can win cash if you fold for the longevity meme team. Oh, shoot, that's a little bit tough to see there, isn't it? This next graphic I'm showing here, the longevity meme, as you can see, within the next 1.6 months, we should move up into the top 70 in the world. If you want to join the team, you can go to the imins.org website, and we have a folding forum, and it explains the prize, where you can win a couple $100. You can win gift certificates. You can win lots of stuff for folding on our team. And this quarter of competition ends at the end of June. Just signing up gets you a 6-month membership to the Life Extension Foundation. A membership to the Life Extension Foundation allows you to participate, get their magazine, the Life Extension Foundation. Also, I think you get access to some of their health experts, and you get discounts if you want to buy some vitamins or supplements, things like that. They do sell vitamins and supplements, things such as that. So you might want to check it out if you haven't been folding for Folding at Home. You don't have to join our team either. Sure, we have a prize, we have a team, we're trying to get up to number 1. But if you wanted to join a different team or start your own team, that would be great, because everyone who folds is going to be participating in research that will help in not only aging, rejuvenation, but also battle real ugly diseases like cancer and Alzheimer's and Parkinson and things like that. So be sure to check that out. What else do we have? Another update here. Something I wanted to mention is the Action Forum at Immins, at the Immortality Institute. This has been a great addition to our forum this year, and it's a place where if you have a project idea, as you can see, there's a suggestions and project ideas spot there. If you have an idea for something that the Institute could do, something that we could fund, something that some research that we could do, some advocacy, go there, put it down. If you just have a random idea someday and you think, wow, wouldn't it be great if we could do this, or help out, like, hey, talk about Kelsey tonight and our person who was in our interview here, and they have that